So the motor for the 66 is still in pieces, and the crankshaft is up at the shop. Still, it's been up there for over a month. So we're going to do something else today. Remember this one? I found out that the motor actually is turning. It's turning about 350 degrees until it gets stuck on something. So we're going to find out what that something is after we pull it out. We're going to tear it down, clean it up. We'll put the original 6-volt generator back on. This is a 12-volt generator, and it's seized anyway. We're going to put the 66 for the white 66. Put all that stuff back on and throw this engine into the white 66. If it'll work. We're going to see. It's pretty rough, but follow along and we'll see how the party goes. Got the engine out. However, looking upon the code there, I learned that this engine is a 1970 bug engine. Code starts with a B and then a 6. So it's a dual relief, single port engine. And being from 1970, some of you know what that means. It's a 12-volt engine, which means the flywheel is a different size. So either I grind out the transmission housing in my 66, or I don't use this engine for that 66. So I'll start the video again when I make a decision. It's going to be a tough one, seeing how caked this one is. That's a lot of mouse. But still a good engine. And this 66 bugs, its transmission's already been ground out and the whole car's been transferred to 12 volt. So it's a good engine for this one. But for the other one, I might have to do a different engine. So just a minute, I'll keep you updated. So I got news from the machine shop that my crankshaft was done. Now I just need to go and get it. So I jumped the gun and decided to start working on the interior today. So here's what's going on with that instead of what's going on with the motor. Because, I mean, motor's right there, sitting on this stand. So that'll be a project for a different time. Here is what the interior might look like. I'm not going to do the entire thing right now. I'll just show you what's going on. So this is just cleaning it out, vacuuming it out real quick. And it's really not bad at all. There's more rust in the battery tray than anywhere else, but the rest of it can be cleaned up. Put a new coating on there. Package tray is been fantastic. That's not rust, that's just the glue and adhesive. The rear headliner there is pretty bad, and there's a few spots in the headliner, but this is going to be just not much of a show car, but just to have fun with car, because I'm not gonna put all the work in right now. Maybe later I'll put all that work in, but for now, this is all we need to do. A few more pieces of metal work I need to do. Need to fix this handle. This handle, the bolts tore out of the door, so I've got to fix that up. Still got to do these bottom pieces. Few other places to straighten out, but here's the color of carpet I've already gotten, just the cheap stuff from TMI, sort of that oatmeal stuff. I'm gonna go ahead and put that in and show you what it looks like in the car, just because I want to. I haven't gotten the padding or the door cards yet. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the seats yet. I don't really want to go with those high back black seats, but we'll see. For a test fit, that really doesn't look too bad. I didn't know that this piece here went on the back of the back seat, so that'll be nice to have. Yeah, I'll get it cleaned out a little bit better and then install those permanently with some glue. Alright, we'll see how it looks. It's getting closer than ever. I glued in these pieces and the heater channel pieces. The pieces up there. But I haven't finished these pieces yet. I've prepared the floors, but I'm waiting on the padding kit to get here for the carpet. And that'll be here who knows when. But until then, still got a little bit more work to do. Some of you may have noticed that the headliner is ugly, but that's okay because this car is not really going to be in some show, and I'm not trying to win any car shows. It's just here to make it look nice enough to drive around, do some fun stuff with it, because I'm not really interested in trying that hard. Not a try hard to try to make it look perfect. Although it's not hard to do, it's just not my business to try to do that on this car. I still have a little bit more rust work to do. This is the rear quarter. It's the only major rust left. Started prepping that for paint. That'll be white soon. We also finished this other side. Well, prepped for paint. I mean, the rust is gone. So that's about all I've done so far. I got the carpet in and did some welding on it. I've ordered the door cards and the seats. I'll wait until they show up to show you guys that. Until then, you can be just curious about what they'll look like, what color scheme I chose, besides the color of the carpet. You remember the high back seats, those black ones. I'm gonna go with these low back seats that I have. These are, not completely sure if they're the proper year, but I believe they're at least up to 65. I believe 66 and 67 had a different catch on there, but I'm not completely sure if it was just 67. Anyway, so these are going to be recovered with the new seat covers as soon as they get here, which will probably be a month or two out. So until then, that's the updates on this car. Again, crankshaft will be here soon. Motor will be back together soon. I'll make a video about that when it's done, and we'll take this thing for a spin. And hope you guys are doing well. We got lots of projects still coming up. The Corvair that I have is going to get some love soon, so stay tuned for that. But until then, we'll focus on this one and we'll see what happens. All right, we'll see ya. Check in later. Bye-bye.